It's called Noble Just Truth because any questions that you guys have, they're going to be answered completely truthful. This YouTube channel is about bodybuilding. With a cup of white rice. Juniors, here is the trophy, which still is not first place, and I will never be happy unless I get first place. Like the best physique I have brought to date, and I was the youngest by 2 years. Came fourth in my first national competition. Usually, yeah, you go to every show to win. I did come back better.
I'm currently on my way to a private clinic to get an MRI done to see basically the extent of damage that I did to my back doing a triple backflip. The way that I landed on that triple backflip really pushed that out of place to the point that I could not walk.
You guys come at me with all these negative comments that you're gonna kill yourself during this cycle or you're gonna kill yourself trying to do this, guys. Pushing the boundaries to give myself an exceptional life, whether I live or die, that's gonna make me happy. I'm technically 11 weeks out right now. We just won the fucking show!
Stoked to be doing this again, and I know that I kind of flipped back and forth. I said after I won my last overall that I was not going to compete anymore due to how horrific my back injury ended up being, where I would have ranked second in the world at all times.
In denial of what I saw right in front of me.
You know that I can't go like that.
I'm so damn lost to what I loved and what I lost.
I'm 8 weeks out, weighing 224 pounds, and I need to make 197.
Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to say the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together.
Now what can I honestly even say? Like, I feel like I've literally let down everyone. I feel like I've let down myself. I feel like a failure. Now, because as you see from 2016, I've dedicated my life on and off to fitness, to powerlifting, and I was genetically gifted in powerlifting. And obviously powerlifting has set me back a few years in terms of the injuries, squatting over 800 pounds. I went out, last year was the last year that I was going to bodybuild, and I went out on that massive win, and then something inside of me just kept pushing me and saying, like, you have more, you have more, you have more. We're about to play the entire show video behind the scenes now of everything leading up to the show, how I decided to fill out, how I decided to finish the last of my peak. But I just wanted to come on here and apologize. I don't do this shit to lose, man. I don't. I don't do this shit not to come first. And I can promise you that I'm not gonna give up. I've always had to make a weight cap of 198 for powerlifting. I've never had a real off season. So I know my weak points, and you are gonna see my weak points from the footage that I'm about to play, from the stage, from carbing up, obviously from the annular tear in my back. My hamstrings are not as good as they could be. My upper back, my lower back, my gyno, obviously I'm getting surgery in 3 weeks to redo that. I'm gonna be taking the entire year off to do a bigger by the day series and get up to that 250, 260 right when this surgery heals. So I brought my best package to date. I'm gonna hate on myself. I don't have another, that's how I'm gonna grow. But I did everything I could, and this isn't the end. So I hope you guys enjoy the behind the scenes of the show day. Thank you guys so much for following the journey, and just know this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to show day. We just got our first coat of tan. Today has been so crazy that we're only 2 meals deep, 3:52. So we're kicking this video off with some posing. We don't really have much natural lighting in this Airbnb, but it is a beautiful Airbnb. Kind of show the Airbnb. Now I'm hoping these pot lights are strong enough, because obviously this color is gonna wash my body. But I wanna kind of see how many carbs we can eat for our next meal. Let's see what we're looking at.
Wrapped, covered up in tape. I might not be the best, but I never break. I will not surrender, I am a contender. I gotta be strong, gotta be brave. Light so bright, I can feel the rays. My lungs feel tight, I can barely breathe. Sleepless nights, waiting for the day. I wanna be strong, wanna be brave.
Detail, like upper body, great. Chest filling up like crazy. Core is super depleted still, like no extended stomach. After my second meal, we went for an hour walk, kind of got everything moved. My legs is the biggest thing right now, that from that footage, my legs have not filled out. Some flank steak in the bottom of here, just 3 ounces. We have 220 grams of white potatoes. We have 1 muffin. Glucose disposal agent from Gorilla Mind. We're taking that with every single meal. L-carnitine with every single meal, and 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And then we actually are increasing the salt content just a little bit, just to help with the overall fullness of the muscle. And I'll see you guys at athlete registration to get this show on the road. And only 250 milliliters of water per meal. You need to drink a little bit of water to shovel the carbs into your muscles. So basically every 2 meals, I get 1 of these bottles.
Let's go.
Not gonna make the light heavy. So such a I mean, unless I'm 212. 212 fully weighed, so probably like 206, which is what I anticipated. 21.
Today's the day, are you coming? Are you sick of being normal? I'm sick of being average. I'm sick of being mortal. I'm about to be a savage. I see a lot of things that I want.
So, this is the smoothest show I've ever been. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes since we ate last. So we're gonna strip down, hit some posing here. We're not going to the athletes meeting. It's the same in every single show. It was super quick, but I'll see you guys at home, and
I keep waiting, time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it. Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting, time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it.
the magic Cialis, which you take before stage to make those muscles really pop. We are gonna take half a tab of Diazide with our next meal. And our next meal is gonna be the same meal as meal 2. Is 175 grams, I'll just show you. 150 grams of white rice, 3 ounces of chicken. We're gonna put 1 banana in there with a tablespoon of peanut butter and mix all that up. But just so it's not just me eating and posing,
for the entire video. So obviously we got a backstage pass because Emmanuel is coming backstage with us. All right, so we got another shaker. Bro, another shaker. Grill of mine is not gonna be happy. Oh shit, they even gave away perfect shit. Damn, I got so many shakers. This is just wild. Is there any snacks in here? Nacho cheddar, gluten-free, no fructose corn syrup, high protein popcorn. Oh, a rainbow sherbet. You can have that. I'm not a fan of rain. And then I think we just got a whole bunch of samples in here, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy because, I mean, the Jim Morrison Classic, which was the show I did last year, there was 5 competitors in my class, but to be honest, like there was no competition. I was never like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose, because I just won. And then when I powerlifted up until my back injury, for more or less, like I couldn't get to the end of a prep without the injury affecting it to the point that I couldn't compete. And every other powerlifting meet I did, I just was walking in to win. Coming into the show after like the injury that I had, and like knowing that I gave everything to this prep, and knowing that there's going to be a lot of high caliber bodybuilders there, and I didn't have an off season. I literally just said, you know what, let's compete, let's see how I rank up against these guys. I'm super excited, and this means a lot. Like, I'm excited to see what happens. I'm also starving, so in like 10-15 minutes I'm gonna heat up that food, and then I'll see you a little bit later. Diazide is hitting without any water. I'm like feeling like sore again. So I'm excited because we're gonna run through some posing now, and then we're gonna go get just a regular burger. I mean, a lot of you guys think, oh man, you get to eat burgers and pancakes before your show. But when you have a burger, you're not allowed cheese, you're not allowed to eat to your fill, you're not allowed appetizers, and you're not allowed water. It's like not the same, you know? It's like you're not eating for enjoyment, you're eating just to fill up the muscles. So you need pre-show. Burger done, feeling good, feeling full. And you know, the 1999 Kevin Levrone prep when he's walking out of that grocery store. I'm gonna see if I can kind of recreate the scenes here. I think I got a few years away from the Kevin Levrone look, but I'll take it. One morning, I'm stoked. We gotta be up so early. It is almost 10:30. By the time we change the sheets, because you bring your own sheets just so you don't get charged extra, and we kind of just tidy up everything, get everything ready for tomorrow morning. It's gonna be about 4.5 hours sleep. That's if I can even get to sleep right away. But we are taking the other pill of Diazide, 50 milligrams of Anavar, 25 milligrams of Proviron, and then 1 milligram of Letrozole, just to make sure that there's no estrogen left in my body whatsoever. The person that I had helping said that I could get about 250 milliliters to 500 milliliters through the night. That's just because we're taking a Diazide, which is such a strong diuretic. You need actually a little bit of water in order to push the rest of the water out. So we're gonna finish off all these pills for the day. Yeah, it's gonna be an early morning, so we're just gonna kind of tidy up everything, and I'll see you tomorrow. 6:35. I just showered off because you have to shower off your first coat of tan, and we are basically leaving in 20 minutes to go get a second coat. Just having a few of these plain rice cakes while we wait. I actually only had like 2 sips of water all night. I barely slept, But I'll have a nap in between prejudging and finals. Today is the day. This is what we've been prepping for the last 2.5 months, 10 full weeks. And like the last 6 weeks was 2 hours of cardio a day, 1,800 calories, barely any high carb days. And we get to see if it was all worth it now. So I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna do my absolute best today. I know I put in all the work. I know there's not more that I could have done to bring this package that I'm bringing today. So I'm excited to go up there and see what the final product looks like. So we're gonna order some hotcakes from McDonald's, bring them back to the Airbnb with some hash browns, and yeah. And we got a hash brown. I already had those rice cakes this morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But we're just gonna hit a few poses, see what I look like. And I'm feeling tight, feeling dry. Did some posing while I was drying for my tan. Just trying to shuttle more carbs into the muscle. And yeah, I mean, it's super dark outside still, but eat our meal. This is the last meal till show. So you obviously have a few snacks from here until show time, but you want this meal to like fully digest by the time you get on stage, so your stomach is super tight. So I'm gonna eat this, pour some syrup on it, get that pump, and pack up and head out. It's a Canadian thing. Easy pump. We're about to get our touch-ups and get glazed up, but I don't want to show you guys any of the pump up. I just want to show you guys what's coming on stage, and then for finals we'll do more of like the pump up stuff. I have 3 or 4 Pringles, again super high sodium, super salty, dries you, fills you out. And then about 1 hour out, which is about now, I'll have 1 or 2 chocolate chip cookies just for some like substantial fullness. Next time I see you, they'll be getting as good as pictures and videos as they can from on stage. So I hope I don't embarrass myself like you guys say. I look 8 weeks out, bro. So let's see what it looks like on stage.
Pushing hard to the metal, make a deal with the devil. Channel rage through my vessel into something that is special. Energy of a rebel, going up a level. I just wanna be greatness, I could feel changes. Turn a new page and tie up my laces. I will be the bravest, break out of my cages. I will not be nameless, I will not be aimless. Chase it, am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start or will I keep waiting? Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time. Take it, am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start or will I keep waiting? Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it.
Merci, thank you.
I just just don't know if I had the width and roundness to take down this guy in heavyweights, to be honest with you. I think I'm coming second, but there was only 3 people. It's so weird. In light heavies, there was like 8 or 9 people. In super heavyweights, there was like 7 people. And then in heavyweights, which usually is like a popular class, there was only 3 of us. And in my opinion, one of the guys, I mean, he's in shape. You could tell he pushed it and dieted hard, but he's soft. So, but for some reason, he's like the crowd favorite. When he went out, everyone went absolutely nuts. But funny enough, the guy that I'm going to be fighting for first for is also missed the light heavy cutoffs and only weighed in at like 205. So he's 205. I'm 208, so like we're relatively quite close in body weight, quite close in height, and from the footage, I mean, everything looks pretty close. I just don't know if I have the fullness and like the width to take him down. And like I said leading up to this series, is like I wish that there was going to be like 12 people in this class so I could really compare my physique to like great people, but we just sometimes get unlucky. What we're going to do for finals is different than we've ever done for like the last 7 shows I've ever competed in. And we are going to see if I can bring that fullness but keep the tightness by going absolutely crazy on the sodium. So we are going to do more than just a burger. We are not going to take a diazide because it's kind of pointless. We are going to take an aldactone, a full aldactone, which is a potassium-sparing diuretic. We're not going to drink any water from now until finals, which is 5.5 hours away, 6 hours away. And we are going to go get a bacon, cheese, grease dog pizza with the most sodium that I can find in hopes. Now, what you hope is that my body is still in a depleted enough state that is going to soak up all those carbs. It's going to use the sodium to fill up all the muscles. The aldactone is going to dry me out even more, and I come to finals looking absolutely insane. Critique I would say that I have from looking over the footage is, one, I need better hamstrings, because you guys know with the annular tear in my disc, I haven't been able to squat or do any leg presses, and I really feel that hindered my hamstring growth. Looking at their hamstrings, they just out-muscle me in the terms of legs. And you can see when I flex my legs, like the hammy lines are there, the glute lines are there, everything is on point with conditioning. I just purely didn't have the muscle to get those deep hamstring lines, which obviously if you're not going to have it if you haven't trained them for the last 8 months. So yeah, we're going to go find a spot, and I guess I'll see you when we're eating. Taking pills with like next to no water. So when you only get 250 milliliters, you don't want to waste it all on the pill. Look at how dark this is. Now we're probably shredded.
See cheese. Look at this guy.
Thank you.
It's like Christmas.
I like exploded. I do gotta say though, obviously you know we had no cheese on the burger yesterday. This is the first time I've eaten cheese in 2 months. 2 months, no cheese. Damn. The reason that we're doing this experiment is it looks like the placing is pretty already set, and I just want to see if I can come in looking super full and super dry to see if it's enough to take over that first place. I mean, I don't think I'm going to come third based off of all the picks. I'd be shocked, and you guys let me know. I'm pretty certain that I won't. So I look really dumb if I do. But because top 3 qualifies if I want to do nationals or the Toronto Pro Qualifier next year, I don't really have anything to lose. It's not like I'm battling for the top 3 spot to get my qualification for next year, and next year I might, like I said, take all year off to bring up my weak points. So I just want to see what this would do to my physique. You know, like you have no, in this case scenario, I have nothing to lose. I can either come in and look absolutely wild for finals and somehow pull out a first place from this. Number two, I could destroy my physique and probably still get second. I'm gonna hope, obviously it's the first option, and this just fills me up, drives me out, and I look crazy. So let's hope. We'll see. 41. I actually slept for like 2 hours, which is great. That's like your best case scenario after you have something greasy like that and like I can't drink water. This is all the water I've drank today. Like that's it, which is, I need some Gatorade post show. I'm not even craving food at this point. I'm craving like hydration. What we look like from that, and hope it's not too bad, you know? Hope it's good, hope I look more full, more tight.
I wanna be strong, wanna be brave. Bloody hands wrapped, covered up in tape. I might not be the best, but I never break. I will not surrender, I am a contender. I gotta be strong, gotta be brave. Lights so bright, I can feel the rays. My lungs feel tight, I can barely breathe. Sleepless nights waiting for the day. I wanna be strong, wanna be brave. Bloody hands wrapped, covered up in tape.
I'm parched, man. We went through those 3 times, shoveled as many carbs as we could to the muscles. Gonna go eat, probably just some rice cakes and some jam. It's very hard to spill over at this point because when you don't have any water, it's very hard to look watery. We took 1 diazide and an aldactone and a half over the last 2 days, which is less than last year. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to get this lean. But I want a little bit of jam and a little bit of peanut butter on these plain rice cakes. And I don't want to like make a mess backstage, to be honest with you. I really like the way the cookies and chips feel and sit. So we have to leave in like 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna get 3 rice cakes. I really haven't drank any water in the last 24 hours. I've had like 500 milliliters in the last 24 hours. We're gonna just put some peanut butter, which slows this down. But remember, the goal was to keep sodium super high because we want that full pop, absolutely diced look. So we're gonna actually salt these, which I don't know if you've ever done. It tastes like shit. And that's it. There's no need for protein at this point. It's really just keeping the muscles full, keeping the muscles dry for another 2.5 hours. 3 hours. It's about 3 hours. Like 3.5 hours. It'll be the last little clip in the Airbnb you see. Because the next clip you see, we're going to be backstage, probably getting glazed up. So I'll be back in my thong, and there'll be some girl rubbing some stuff on me. So.
Good, good. No, give us a spin.
I just slept. Guys, this is the only and one time a year that you can sit down and have a visible 6-pack. The only time of the year, like where it's not like rolling over in fat.
Merci Mark Plummer. Mr. Mark Plummer. C.
Can't drink too much of that. I'll get sick. So, where do we fucking start? Where do we start? I think the videos do it justice, to be honest with you. I think that everyone can see that the person in the center was the clear winner. He had a smaller midsection, he had no tattoos, he had no gyno. He looked fucking great. Kevin, you fucking killed it. He just missed the light heavy cutoffs too. He was 203, 204, he said. I was 208, so I mean, it was, in my opinion, a close show between me and him. The other competitor was one of the best coaches in Montreal. Where are we? In Montreal. So I don't want to say that that had anything to do with his placing, because that would be fucking absurd. Based off of when you compete in these shows, they ask you, who is your coach? And that dictates a little bit of favoritism. And if you are well known in the scene, that is a little bit more favoritism. So clearly, I'm not gonna say he got tons of favoritism, but here are the picks. It is what it is. I mean, that's kind of why I always went to powerlifting, is because there's no subjectiveness. You either lifted the heaviest weight there with perfect form, or you didn't, and that would determine the winner, and that's how I became a world champion in powerlifting. I guess I just have to get so good at bodybuilding that there's like no denying there couldn't be any favoritism, because they would be like, bro, what are you doing? And it happens in every show. Like obviously the Regan Grimes, Nathan Diasha. Personally, I think Regan looked better in the second show, but 99% of the internet didn't. And half the YouTube comments are gonna be, oh, he fucking clean out beat you, dude. Then think what you want, I don't care. I still brought my best package to date. No matter what this says, the pictures, the videos, and this prep dictate that. And at the end of the day, if I did everything I could to this prep, I was leaner, I was bigger, I obviously had gyno, I obviously have tattoos, the surgery I'm getting is in 3 weeks. That's just the name of the game, man. I wasn't good enough to pull that first place victory. Hopefully in 2 years, or a year, or however long I feel I need to grow into the heavyweight division, I can come back and win it without a doubt. So with that said, we're gonna wrap up the show video here. It's a bittersweet end, but as you can see, I'm limping around. I was limping on stage a little bit, so we'll get the gyno fixed, get my back fixed, and go to the drawing board and keep cranking away the businesses, the YouTube, and at the end of the day, all we can say is we did it, we finished, and that's all that matters, because we are better people. No matter how many times you fail, it's about where you end up, and that's all that matters. I've learned so much on this prep, just the way my body responds, what I can get away with, and I know that when we decide to prep again, it'll be even better. So thank you, Emmanuel, to come support the show. Thank you to my girlfriend, who literally did everything the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because I could not move. I couldn't have done it without the help of all of them. I coached myself. I had the help of a few friends that were well known in the bodybuilding scene, but it's time to go eat, hopefully not get too sick tonight, and see what the next chapter is. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna take probably a week or two off YouTube because we've been posting so much, and I'll see you soon.